Hello YouTube, my name is Travis and this is Bacon and Backpacking. Here's a preview of what's coming up in today's episode. Some new gear to show off. I'm a trash bag. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back in the Mohican State Forest. The last video that I shot at Mohican was actually my most popular video so far. We're approaching 500 views on that video, so I figured why not come back on a beautiful spring day. So stay tuned. I've got some waterfalls, I've got some covered bridges, some new gear to show off, and it's going to be a great trip, so stick around. So that first little waterfall that we passed, that was Little Lions Falls. And here in like the next quarter mile, we're gonna be coming up on Big Lions Falls. We had a decent amount of precipitation in the last week or so. So I think the water flow will be pretty decent down here. So we're gonna go check it out. So the only downside of Mohican is there's a ton of people. So I apologize for, a bunch of voices and noise, like in the nature shots, but it's unavoidable here. I mean, we're literally within like a mile of the trailhead at the dam, which is where most people park to do all the day hikes. There's a couple of very popular hikes out here. There's the Hemlock Gorge trail, and then there's this waterfall trail where you have Little and Big Lions Falls. But I'm going to be coming up on the river here pretty shortly, so I'm going to get you guys some nice shots of the river, and then we're going to check out a pretty sweet covered bridge as well too. This is just freaking stunning. It is a beautiful day. We made a mistake. I accidentally left my charger in my car. And we're only like 2 miles in for the day, so it's not a huge catastrophe. And I can literally see the dam up here. So I mean, it's probably only like a half mile back to the car. So I probably cost, maybe about a mile or something. It's not too bad. But I'm gonna go back and get it because I'm recording about 3 or 4 videos while I'm out here today. And I'm not gonna have the battery to get through this trip. So I gotta go back and get that charger. Mistakes were made. I was going to show you guys the dam tomorrow, but we'll go ahead and do it today since I had to walk 1.5 miles back to the car. So we'll give you some shots. I'm going to shut up and let you guys check this out. It's all good. Today's a beautiful day. I can't think of a better day to be out hiking. And if I was going to make a mistake on a backpacking trip, it would be, on a gorgeous day like today. Suppose now is as good a time as any to show you guys my new toy. This is the Hemlock Chair Zero. This thing weighs 1 pound and you can see how small it is. So I'm super excited to try this thing out on this trip. So I'm gonna go ahead, put it together. It just comes in 2 pieces. Have a little bit of lunch down here by the river. Just enjoy this beautiful day, and then we're gonna bust out some more miles. So we made it to the covered bridge. We're not gonna go across it, but I will get you guys some shots. All right, guys, I know we've seen more people so far on this trip than we have probably every other trip combined this year. But as you can see, there's kind of parking lots everywhere. And we've been on the day hiking trail so far. We're about to hit the mountain biking trail though, so we might not see any more people for the rest of the trip. Pretty cool trip so far. I like that portion of Mohican. You've got 2 waterfalls, you've got the covered bridge, you have the river, all the hemlocks, you've got the dam. Just a beautiful way to start a hike. Guys, this is freaking awesome. I'm wearing a t-shirt and I'm comfortable. I got vitamin D sunshine going directly onto my bare skin. Oh man, it is a gorgeous day. I mean, I would literally hike just, 50 miles today. Oh, this place is amazing. Could not ask for a more beautiful day. So my estimation was wildly wrong. I told you guys we might not see anybody else until we got to camp, and that proved not true. So far in the last 2 miles, I've seen 12 mountain bikers, 5 day hikers, 3 trail runners, and then 3 horseback riders, which is more of any of those things than I have seen in all 8 or 9 of my backpacking trips at Mohican. So you can tell it's a nice day and people are getting spring fever. I've never seen this many people out here. So I've done a ton of trips out here to Mohican, and this is one of my favorite spots on the trail. It's just that cut where the power lines go through. I guess there's nothing like really special about it, but it's just nice to like stop here on a hike and just check this area out. It's a very pretty pine forest. Little road right here, sunshine coming through. Cool little spot. Oh, that's all right. The horse steals the show. So the horse is stealing the show, so it's very pretty. All right, have a good one. So for my astute viewers, you will notice if we were to cross right here, that is campsite 2 over there, which is where we stayed on the last Mohican backpacking trip that I recorded. We're going to campsite 3 today though. So we don't need to cross Pine Run here, but we are going to have to cross it in about a quarter of a mile. If you guys haven't seen the last video of my Mohican trip, I'll go ahead and put a link down in the description below so you guys can go check it out. They're completely like 2 different trips. Only about 1 mile of the trails we're on today were trails that we were on during the last trip. So completely different experience this time around. So if you haven't seen that one, go watch it, guys. So the question is always with Pine Run, do we take our shoes off or do we just go for it? And today we're going to just go for it. It's warm enough that if I get a little bit wet, I'm not like super concerned about it. Although I'm going to try not to get too wet. So we're about to see what happens here. All right. Somehow we're still dry. Oh, hey, look, found a dry spot. We made it. We finally got it. I've been trying the last 2 years to get campsite 3. It's probably my favorite campsite in Mohican, and somehow, despite this place being super busy today, we got it. So if you guys are looking for a sweet campsite, at campsite 3. Got a nice table, fire ring, second fire ring, bench, I guess bench, and plenty of flat space for, you know, either your tent or your hammock or, you know, whatever you want. And then right down over here is the Pine Run we just crossed, so unlimited water supply. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna sit down and eat. Oh, man. We are schmoozing. Backpacking chair, look at me. So we've got some mac and cheese with some tuna fish. Not bad. I'm gonna eat some dried mangoes as well too. This isn't bad. I accidentally grabbed the tuna fish. I thought it was plain, but it had ranch in it. I was a little bit sketchy about how that was gonna taste. But it's actually pretty good. It's nice to sit down. I'm gonna have multiple hot meals today. I'm gonna have this. I've got some ramen and some chicken, and then I have a freeze-dried meal as well too. So look at us though. We're just living like a king out here. I've got a chair. I've got a chair. We now have fire. Pretty easy one today. Easiest one of the year. This is the driest it's been this entire year backpacking so far. So I think I'm going to make some more food, go to the bathroom, and just chill for the rest of the night. Some ramen noodles, chicken flavor, and some premium white chicken from Walmart. It's super premium. Suppose I could give you guys the grand tour of camp. So there's our fire. That's where we're sitting in our new Chair Zero, which I freaking love, by the way, and I will definitely be doing a gear review of. This is our table. Looks just like the house. Stuff everywhere. I'm going to hang my quote-unquote bear line over here. There's no bears really in this part of the state. I'm just basically keeping it away from like ground moles and stuff like that. So over here is home for the evening. Hammock set up over here in this little hemlock grove right here. And then right down the hill from the hammock is our water source. Like I said, this is probably my favorite campsite in Mohican. It's just nice to be able to do the dishes and, you know, have easy access to water so I don't have to ration. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our fireside chat. I know we didn't get one last trip. This trip's been a lot better. If you guys want to see the worst backpacking trip I've ever been on, go watch my video of where I went to Wildcat Hollow. As opposed to that trip, not one single blowdown on this entire trail system today. Round of applause. Also not super muddy, so I love Mohican, guys. I mean, there's probably 40, 50 miles of trails out here. About a month ago, I did a backpacking trip out here, and I was on a completely different trail system this time, so completely different feel to the video. So I just want to take a minute, and I want to thank all you guys for watching. The channel is approaching 2,000 views, and as a matter of fact, by the time you see this video, it'll be over 2,000 views, and we'll probably be over 100 subscribers. And, you know, I know that doesn't sound like much when there's YouTubers that got, you know, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of subs, millions of views, things like that. But I'm just some dude with an iPhone 13 and a decent microphone that I got off of Amazon that's just winging this thing. I love the outdoors. I love backpacking. And I know when I first got started, there's a whole bunch of things that I didn't know. So I'm just kind of documenting my experiences, but I'm also trying to, help people out who are trying to get started. And also too, for some of you guys or gals that have been doing this for a while, maybe I do some things that are a little bit different that maybe you'll end up implementing. That's the same reason that I watch backpacking YouTube videos at this point, is to, go places that I can't actually go myself and to see what other people are doing. So guys, if you made it this far into the video, thank you very much. If you could do me a favor, anything helps. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you really like the video and you want to see more, please, please, please subscribe to the channel. And obviously, sharing with your friends, everything like that is super helpful too. And yeah, I think I'm just going to chill for the night, enjoy my amazing Chair Zero. That's what I bought with my REI 20% off member coupon or whatever, is I got this chair. And I'll tell you what, I'm loving it. So anyways, guys, we got some rain coming tonight. I think about 5 in the morning on up through like noon. There's a 50% chance. I also brought some new rain gear with me. I'll save that for the morning to tell you what that is. So it's either going to sink or swim here tomorrow. And we'll see if we get wet or not. Again, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the morning. And on today's episode, I'm a trash bag. Yeah. All right, everyone, so here's the deal. I purchased a product that some of you may be familiar with. It's called Frog Togs. They're like the $20 little rain gear suits that you can get at Walmart. Now, I went against my better judgment. I knew they'd be trash. They're 20 bucks, and it was at Walmart. I figured it would be garbage. But, some people swear by them, like the ultralight crowd is like, oh, they work great because they only weigh 10 ounces, and I'll give them that. They weigh absolutely nothing. They're super light. They pack down nice, but they're worthless. I put these pants on this morning, tore them putting them on. Very first time I ever put them on, tore them. I was just joking around, showing off, how bad these things look over there, and I stepped up on that log, and I completely blew out the crotch, like ripped a 4-inch hole in the crotch. And we haven't taken one step on trail yet. So don't buy these. I watched a guy say that he hiked the entire Appalachian Trail with a pair of Frog Togs, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it. No, you didn't. Okay? So, I want to tell you guys about something really weird that's never happened to me backpacking before. I probably slept from like midnight to 3. Something woke me up. I'm like, what is that? And it was music, and it was very loud, and it was getting closer to me, like it was moving. It wasn't at a campsite, like somebody had a portable speaker, and they had that thing cranked. And it's 3 in the morning, and nobody had registered any of the other campsites anywhere near me. And it was like not music that you listen to casually or to enjoy. It was some sort of like creepy music from like a movie or something like that. And I think it was designed to scare people. It was blasting, and they walked past my camp, and then they doubled back and came back a second time and walked past my camp. Then they went back again a third time the other direction. And at some point, they left the speaker sit there, and I'm pretty sure that they left that there as a distraction, and move towards my camp, because I heard, you know, what sounded like footsteps near my campsite. But yeah, I just don't think that I don't know what they were trying to do. I don't know if they were trying to scare people, or if they were just kind of like illegally looking for a campsite and they couldn't find it in the dark. I don't know what the deal was, but I've never had anything like that happen to me before. But I think someone was up to some sort of mischief. It was not a normal situation. Kind of just recording for a second, see if you guys could get any of that thunder in the background. This morning when we woke up, there's a lot of thunder, a lot of lightning, not a ton of rain. It is thundering intermittently, so I'm kind of just trying to, you know, beat feet and get out of here, you know, before it turns into like a full-blown thunderstorm or something. So it's one of my favorite spots on trail. Top of this hill. Nice little clearing right there. And then a pine forest going down this access road. A lot of memories on this trail. I just really like this part of the trail system. I didn't do this yesterday, so I'm coming back this way today. Hashtag Ohio things. It did what it always does. It was lightly raining again for about 10 minutes. And I was like, I'm not gonna stop and put on the rain jacket, you know, unless it starts pouring. And after about 10 minutes, it started pouring. It was a freaking monsoon. And I'm in this, or on this service road, and there's not really any tree cover above my head, so I would've got soaked real quick. Took off the pack, put on the rain jacket, threw the pack back on, and as soon as I got the pack back on, took about 10 steps, completely stopped raining. So I'm gonna leave it on for a little bit, just in case it decides to do the same thing to me again. So this is the fun part of this time of the year. You guys see that? That is the lake. That is the dam. It's where I'm parked. Not very far in a straight line, but it's about a 3-mile walk back. Guess I could do my outro with these guys. Get out of here. Alright guys, time to wrap up this trip. I think it ended up being 13 miles, pretty much right on the nose. Always a fun time coming to Mohican. We got caught in a thunderstorm. We had some weirdos messing around campsite last night, but overall, yesterday is a beautiful day. It's nice to get back outside. So I have a ton of different trips coming up, so if you guys are enjoying the content so far, make sure you subscribe, like the video, share, tell your friends, and leave me some comments down below where you guys go backpacking. Alright guys, well, stay tuned. I'll see you in the next one.